Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming my palette collection. I have 7 palettes that I'll be talking about, and I'm going to arrange them in order of price. So I have 7. So let's just get started. So first I'm going to start off with this, and it is a fake Naked 3 palette. It was about $5 maybe. As you can see, if you have a Naked 3, you can tell that these colors are quite off. However though, the brush that came in this palette, it's very nice. It doesn't shed, and it picks up color very nicely. So even though this was a fake palette, the brush that came with it is actually really nice. I mean, some of the colors are kind of off. Like, I know this one's off, but it's still, there's still some really pretty colors in this palette. So this is the Buzz in the palette, then this is Trick, and then that is Blackheart, which as you can tell, the darker colors don't swatch as well, but these two actually swatch very nicely. So given the fact that this was only like $5, it's actually a pretty decent palette. And I got this off of eBay, and you can find these all over eBay. So if you're looking for a fake one, you can find them anywhere. So the next palette I'm going to talk about is the Damask Nude palette. This is the one I used in Makeup Monday number 4. I got this from Hot Topic, and it was $7.50. And the only issue I have is, well, for one, the brush is crappy because it sheds really bad, and so if you try and use it on your eyes, you're gonna end up with hairs everywhere. But the other problem I have is there's only 2 matte shades. 2 matte shades. Number 10 and 11 are the only 2 really matte shades, so then you kind of have to dip into another palette because there's so many shimmery shades and not enough transition shades. I mean, like this one, number 1's almost a matte, it's like a satiny finish, but you kind of have to dip into another palette. But for the price point, I mean, here, I'll swatch. This is number 7. Yes, there's a lot of fallout, and it's kind of chunky unless you have to be very careful how you dip in. But I mean, that's a very nice pigmented color. So honestly, for the price point, it's really kind of hard to say that this isn't a good palette. It's just that you have to go in with some other palette with this. So the next palette I'm going to talk about is the Lovesick Noir palette. Or Noir. I also got this at Hot Topic, and it was $7.50. And I took the brush thing that it came with out because it was just 2 little spongy things. In this one, you have number 1, number 3, number 11, and number 12. You have 4 matte shades. You have 2 light matte shades, and then a dark, a deeper one, and then an even deeper one. But the colors in here are so pretty. Even the matte black, you have to watch because it's so dark. Like, honestly, especially if you want that fun pop of color, you have these three, and kind of this, I mean, this kind of just like a coppery, because it's just this one, but you have these three colors, like, because I swatched one, I think I swatched number 6. You saw these fun pops of color too, so, I mean, this one you could have to dip into another one if these aren't like the transition shades you need, but otherwise, I mean, you can do full looks with this. It's a pretty good palette for the price point. Again, I mean, for $7.50 you can't really complain too much, because a lot of times they say you get what you pay for, but those are pretty high quality given the fact that it was only a $7.50 palette. The next one is this 100 color eyeshadow palette from E.L.F. It was originally $20. I got a 50% off plus free shipping, so I only paid $10 for this palette. So since that's what I paid, that's why I put it under, because I have a palette that's like $15, which is the next one. But I mean, this pretty much has every shade that you could possibly need. So you have everything from like your blacks all the way to like nude colors, pinks, greens. I mean, I don't wear like orangey eyeshadows, but there's like really nice colors in here. Like this is that bright green one. Let me just look at that. Honestly, for like here's a yellow. Let's see. Here's the gold shade. And I mean, honestly, for the price point of this, I mean, I don't think you can get this specific one now, but I know they have a 100 color eyeshadow palette on their website, because I think this was their holiday one a couple years ago. But I mean, for the price point, even if you get the other one, it's a 100 color eyeshadow palette for like $20. I mean, you can pay like $50 for a naked palette. I mean, you can't really beat this. So the next 3 palettes are kind of like my go-to palettes. I think I honestly use this one the most. This is the Morphe Kathleen Lights palette. I want to say this was used in Makeup Monday #1. I mean, you can definitely create everyday looks with this, or you could even create some fun ones with like this color. I mean, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mattes, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shimmers. So it's a pretty even ratio, and you have like your matte, like cream matte color, your matte black. I mean, definitely for the price, you can't beat a palette like this, because these, like, I'll swatch even the matte black one is such a pretty matte. Like, those ones swatch and it's that dark. I'll swatch this gold one. It's such a pretty, like, coppery gold, and the green color. It's absolutely beautiful. Not that I've never used that shade on my eyes, but you know, it's a really pretty. And then I'll shade one more. I'll swatch one more matte one, and I'll do this like darker cranberry color. I mean, these colors are so pretty. So it's about $15 for these eyeshadows. About $1 an eyeshadow, but that's such a pretty palette, and you can do so many everyday looks with this that to me it's really worth it. Like, these are really good quality eyeshadows for even the price point. Next, even though normally it's more expensive than my last palette, this one I got for $27. So this is the Urban Decay Naked Smoky. I got this whenever they were selling it at Sephora and Ulta for $27, which was around Christmas time. It was like the beginning of December, I think. I mean, and the brush again doesn't shed. It's really nice. You know, you can easily get color on this and use it. And this is kind of like sectioned off, and you have your mattes down here, your satins, and then your shimmers. I mean, this palette, if you're looking for a palette for smoky looks, I mean, this is worth your money, because you can create everyday looks with stuff like down here, and then we get more towards the middle, it's more like the smoky looks that you're looking for. I mean, I'll swatch. Okay, so I'll swatch Whiskey out of the mattes. It's a really nice, you know, matte brown. And then I'll swatch Smolder out of the satiny finishes. And then out of the shimmer, I'll do Dirty Sweet. And again, Dirty Sweet. I just really like gold colors like that. Let me look at something. I thought maybe the gold and the Kathleen Lights palette was like a dupe for the Dirty Sweet. They're a little bit more different than I thought they were. But if you're looking to get a high-end palette that you can do everyday and nighttime looks with, I definitely recommend the Naked Smoky. But if you want more of like a just everyday palette, I'd probably go with something like the regular chocolate bar or something. Really, any of the chocolate bars are kind of more everyday things. Go down to my last palette, and this one was $49, so it was the most expensive that that anyone actually spent. I mean, definitely smells like chocolate. I actually used this on the look I have here. I used the pink shades. I mean, this is a great everyday palette, and you have your pops of color. But if you're just looking for a nice everyday palette, I mean, it's definitely worth your money. So I mean, you have your nice, you know, shade to set down. You have your nice inner corner highlight. And honestly, I think that'd be really pretty face highlight too. And then you have your, like, you know, transition shades. You have, you know, colors to deepen your crease. I mean, it's a really nice matte brown. I mean, then you also have your fun pops of color. Like, honestly, overall, I was really impressed with this palette, because I originally, when I got it, I meant to get the regular chocolate bar, and I ended up with the chocolate bonbons. And so then I was watching tutorials on whether, like, with both palettes, just trying to decide what I wanted. I was like watching videos that are like, oh, you should get this one over this. And there were so many compelling arguments as to why you should get this one versus this one, or this one versus this one. So I just ended up keeping it. I plan eventually to get the regular chocolate bar, but at this point, that's the one I have. Okay. Well, that's all for this video. That was my 7 palettes I had. I'll try and link some of them down below. Like I said, like the eBay one, you just kind of have to look for it. Otherwise, I can link them down below. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.